Hello and welcome to LEWCO Turntables 101, our latest webinar. My name is Jason Fresh. I'm a Technical Sales Associate here at LEWCO and I'll be guiding you through this webinar. Today we're going to talk about the definition of turntables, some different applications they can be used in, LEWCO standard designs, and also some specials that we have made throughout the years. The definition of turntable. Turntables provide a method of rotating unit loads when material lines intersect or change directions. Unlike chain transfer devices, they maintain product orientation through an intersection. They can also be used to reverse the orientation of a product or allow a pass-through depending on the application requirements. When used in a system, they typically slow down the throughput and require more complex controls to ensure safety because of the rotating top. So some different applications that you can use turntables in are to convey loads of cartons, totes, fixtures, or cardboard boxes, non-contact accumulation, unitized loads, pallet loads when the bottom boards are perpendicular to the rollers. We would use a roller conveyor in that application, or pallet loads when bottom boards are parallel to the rollers, where we would use chain conveyor. Side loading or unloading, accumulation of loads. Turntable can be used in anywhere from warehousing and distribution to manufacturing, order fulfillment, aerospace, government, automotive, parcel handling, appliance, cabinetry and furniture, and food and beverage. At LEWCO, we have a few different options for turntables. We have non-powered, just with a plate, non-powered with gravity, powered 90 degrees, or powered 360 degrees. Non-powered conveyors used for unloading or loading pallets, totes, boxes. It's for lighter applications. What you see there is just a low-profile turntable with nothing on top. That would be our LPT model. These are rated up to 1,000 pounds. You can see on the left there, this is a PDF pulled off of our website. Anyone can go on there and grab it. It shows you some dimensions and then the specifications, the different diameters we offer, the elevations, the rotation, how thick our plate is. And we have those on there for every turntable, which you'll see them on here kind of cut down a little bit. The NPT, which is can get a little bit higher elevation. They're still only rated 1,000 pounds, but we can get bigger diameters out of it. And due to that, the minimum elevation on this is 10, whereas it was 4 on the LPT. And the plate is a little bit thicker as well to allow for wider diameters. We also offer non-powered that has gravity on top, which provides transitions that can be used in pass-through conveyor lines. Can also be used to reconfigure and make 90-degree turns at intersections of two gravity conveyor lines. We offer that in that same low profile, the LPT, and we offer it with 1,900 rollers and 2,500 rollers, which is 1.9 and 2.5 diameter. You can see on here the different specifications for each. They're pretty much the same, other than the roller centers are 4 and 4.5. But other than that, the construction is the same for both of them, just different size rollers. And again, these have a little bit lower elevation than the NPT. You can see at 8.25. And this is the same thing, only our NPT. You can see our elevation. The lowest we can do is 13 due to a beefier construction to allow for wider between frame dimensions. Same thing, this is just the only difference on these are the rollers between the 1,900 and the 2,500. We also offer a powered 90 degree. This unit is ideal for heavy duty applications requiring powered versus manual rotation. This can be fitted with various styles of conveyors such as chain-driven, gravity, multi-strand conveyor on top, depending on the application. These are rated at 4,000 pounds, and you can see all the different effective widths we offer up there depending on which roller size you'd be picking. The 1.9, the 2.5, we also offer a 2 5/8 roller on these, and that would be for chain-driven roller on top. On the left-hand side, it shows you the effective width you would pick and how that affects your diameter and your load length. Shows you the 1.9 and the 2.5 and 2 5/8 series there. Again, this is on our website, standard PDF you can pull up at any time to get all these dimensions. There's a little bit more detail on the actual PDF. I cut it up for these slides for you guys. We also offer the 360, same thing as the 90, only it rotates 360 degrees. Heavy duty applications. Also rated at 4,000 pounds. We offer the PP 360 and the LPT 360. You can see them both at the top. The LPT is for lower elevations. As you can see, it goes from 12 to 18. Anything over 18, we switch to the beefier model PP 360. And again, I have a chart there showing you effective width in relation to the diameter and load length. This slide shows you different transition options we have. For all of our turntables, you can get 1, 2, 3, or 4 transitions depending on what the application requires. You can go 90, 180, whatever you would need, we can manufacture for you. And this slide is on every turntable PowerPoint. At LEWCO, we pride ourselves on making our equipment to order, which gives us the ability to take on more applications and custom make them to customers' requirements. So I'm going to show you some custom turntables that we've made throughout the years. This is called an iron cross product rotator. What it does is it picks the product up right in place and rotates it either 90, 180, 360, whatever the customer would need. This right here is just a standard CDLR on casters that can be manually rotated to whatever the customer would need. This shows our optional chain transfer on top of a turntable. This would be for if the customer had a pallet with the bottom boards running parallel to rollers, we would switch to a chain conveyor then to allow it to be conveyable on top of the turntable. And this can be lined up with chain conveyor or roller conveyor if they're running it that way. Here I have a video showing a pivot conveyor we have to allow access into a certain area if a turntable would be blocking a user out of an area and they needed to be in there at times. It also gives the option, not in the video, but there's another conveyor that this is actually rotating onto as well. You can see the conveyor's not there. It wasn't going to just fall on the floor. And then at the end there's a pop-up transfer. That's for another webinar. And this is another video that has a transfer car in it as well as another pivot conveyor. You can see the transfer car power taking it over to this chain-driven live roller on a pivot, moves out of the way, and then the conveyor pivots over. This just shows another 4-strand chain conveyor on top of a turntable. Here we have a chain-driven live roller turntable with a chain transfer in it, and this would be used to rotate the pallet orientation in a through line. So if they needed to change orientation, the turntable would rotate and transfer off, switching the orientation of the pallet or product they were using. Here we have a turntable with CDLR on top and the transition rollers, which are normally gravity rollers. Even in the powered applications, we can make them with powered rollers as well. Both pictures show you a version of it. You can see the sprockets are on the inside, allowing us to drive both sets of rollers. So if you aren't familiar with our sales portal, we have another webinar located on our website under resources where you can watch it and get familiar with it. But for now, I'm just going to show you what these look like on our sales portal. These are all standard options that you can configure yourself. If you would like to get set up, let us know and we'll get you set up on here with the username. So if you start out, you got options for non-powered or powered. We'll go with powered. Our only option is 4,000. It's the only one we offer. If you got an application with more capacity required, let us know. It's definitely something we'll look at and try our best to get you a quote on. You can, as a standard offering, we only have the chain roller in our system right now. We can do the chain conveyor as shown on the slides, or we can do gravity. You just have to let us know. It'll just be something custom. We'd have to quote you. And here you select what rotation you like. If you want the 90, you select that and it'll give you the PP90. Select your elevation. Then here's where you can select the transitions required. It only says 2 because we only selected to go 90, so that's why only two are available. So you pick where you would be coming in your system, and then where you'd be going out. If you needed to go more than 90, you'd have to select 360 up here. And then here you can select which roller size you'd like to go with. All the different effective widths. These are our standard options. We can do anything in between 25, 26. And then here it'll show you for 30-inch effective widths, your load length would be 32, your diameter would be 52. Select whatever roller surface you want, galvanized or an orange urethane. Here's where you pick your motor. And the control voltage on this is 24 VDC or 120 single phase. And I'll show you over here, when talking about I'll show you on our website where you can find all those PDFs we were looking at. If you go to products, and then turntable, every model we discussed in here is on here. LPT with gravity, NPT with gravity. So if you select it, all you got to do is hit PDF download. Apparently I don't have Adobe on this computer, but that's how you get to them if you ever need to get some dimensions for yourself off of them. So some future webinars we have coming up. Miguel Armendariz did a chain conveyor webinar a couple weeks ago. He'll be repeating that. If anyone needs an invite, let us know. We'll send it out. And then the 15th, Rob Wills will be doing belt-driven live rollers. And then the 21st, I'll do the turntable one again. If you got any feedback on it, let me know and I can make some adjustments for next time. These 101 webinars are just meant to give you a basic understanding of what we have to offer and what we can do. If you got any questions on in-depth applications or anything else about conveyors, don't hesitate to call us and we'll we'll be happy to answer any questions you have on them. And if you'd like to get set up on the configurator you saw, if you're not already, send an email over to conveyorsales@lewcoinc.com and we'll get you set up as soon as we can and get you quoting some of your own turntables. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you found it helpful, and tune in August 17th for the repeat of the chain conveyors. Thank you.